This program is not made for kids. It includes swearing and mature themes that are not suitable for kids under the age of 13. Enjoy the fucking video.
This program is rated 14 plus and may contain mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Skarloey and Rheneas are two of the oldest engines on the Skarloey Railway. They are proud of this title, and whenever crowds see them they are often referred to as the Crovan's Gate Brothers. One late evening, Talyllyn arrived at the sheds, feeling tired. She had been on passenger duty all day, and was finally happy to have a rest.
I've never been overworked like that since my days on the Earl's Estate Railway. There was hardly any goods traffic today. What's up with that?
She asked. But before the other engines could pipe in, Mr. Langley Percival arrived, looking quite pleased with himself.
I'm glad you asked, Talyllyn. As you see, just about an hour ago, the BMD head miner called me and told me that they've received a massive contract of slate and stone from the Earl and the other railway. With that being said, Luke can't handle the task all on his own, which is why Rusty, Sir Handel, Peter Sam, Mighty Mac, Talyllyn, Duncan and Atlas will report to the Blue Mountain Quarry tomorrow morning at dawn.
But sir, that's half of our roster right there. Who's going to handle the passenger services?
Mr. Langley's face fell.
Normally, we would run 6 trains per day, but because of a shortage of engines, Duke, Ivo, Hugh, Rheneas and Skarloey will be in charge of the 3-train passenger service, with Duke and Ivo running the half-hour commuter service and you too.
He trailed off, looking towards Skarloey and Rheneas.
Double-heading our main bulk commuter drive.
Skarloey and Rheneas were excited!
Oh, just like old times, eh, old friend?
Indeed.
I do not think that is a good idea.
Why?
Because working together leads to fights and rifts between friends. I knew an engine who once destroyed his whole friendship. Lo and behold, he was put on a different railway, all alone with no friends to support him.
Oh, Poppycock Duke. You're just jealous because you're the only tender engine still around here.
Besides, we have something you don't, and that's wisdom.
Skarloey and Rheneas are two of the oldest working engines still here, and have remained firm friends for half of those years.
Heed my warning, you two. For karma can strike when you least expect it.
Warned Duke. Early the next morning, the new timetable was set, and the other engines all headed to the Blue Mountain Quarry. Duke, Ivo, Hugh, Skarloey and Rheneas took the passengers. At first, things went perfectly.
Oh, this will be an amazing journey, and I can't wait to enjoy the scenery of the lakeside with you when we get to the Skarloey Railway Cafe station.
I'm looking forward to it.
Pretty soon, the guard blew his whistle and off the cavalcade went. During the journey, things took a bumpy start.
Have you seen that Lord Lucas in a while? Seeing him in such a nice BR green makes me think that maybe I should be repainted as such.
Hang on, where is this coming from? I asked to be repainted following my accident and you forbade it.
No, not really. The red suits you better than that dreaded old yellow that you chose.
So you're telling me only you can be repainted?
It was at that comment that soon sparked the karma Duke had warned about, as not long after they were past the whistle board, And each time Rheneas blew his whistle, Skarloey would do the same, but louder.
Will you stop that? I'm the one blowing my whistle, not you.
But I am the one at the head of the train. Therefore, I am blowing my whistle.
The two engines began arguing all the way to Skarloey Railway Cafe. In fact, they were still arguing in the sheds later that night.
At least I didn't have to deal with the engine drivers being all wet from the rain.
Last time I checked, you were the one who started this revolutionary cab thing.
I warned you this would happen.
Oh, be quiet.
Quiet, Duke.
The next morning was rainy. Ivo Hugh had just left the platform with his morning train when Skarloey and Rheneas both puffed in, tired and annoyed.
I don't want to have to repeat of yesterday today. You got that?
Agreed.
The two engines decided not to talk to each other for the remainder of the journey, which proved difficult. Without communication to tell which engine to pull and push, the train would slip periodically up the steep grade. No matter how much sand was being put down, unfortunately the train found itself stalling on the steepest part of the hill.
Oh, this is all your fault. If you had just pushed the train, we wouldn't have stalled on this bloody hill.
My fault? Oh, please. You're the #1 engine for this railway. You should be the strongest of us all.
Why, you little enough.
Just then the drivers had stepped out from their cabs and strode over to the two bickering engines.
You and Rheneas have been friends for decades, and this bickering seems pointless. These passengers need to get home and or work, and we're going to make sure that that happens. Skarloey, you're going to lay down some sand, and then we're going to head back down the hill for another try. And you, Rheneas, will help push. And if we hear a sound of rude remarks, you are not going to like the consequences.
Skarloey and Rheneas both agreed and soon did as they were told. And after the sand was placed, they went down the hill for another try. With every part of their wheels turning, and even some wheel slip in between, the two red engines managed to pull the train over the hill. At Glennock Station, the passengers cheered and sang their praises.
3 cheers for the Croven's Gate brothers.
They said. Skarloey and Rheneas looked at each other.
I can't believe we were arguing. The passengers are right. We are the Croven's Gate brothers. Or cabs we have.
And should matter over the paint that we wear.
Friends?
Friends.
And the two engines smiled as the sun began to shine on them.